Watercooler, watercooler, watercooler.
Hello there, welcome to Watercooler. Yes, episode number 323. Yeah, see, Gary Ghost is really excited.
A serious episode.
Yeah, does he have, this is what? I don't know. Finish the phrase.
Dawson, help me out here. The water cooler.
The water cooler.
Gary, you don't have
go.
separate boards for your shows? It's all just an all-encompassing board?
If you want to really know what's going on, no, Chris.
I would really
Are you
like to
editing
know.
a show right now while we're
Yes.
potting?
No, but I had to shut everything down while I was uploading a show right before this, and I need to have my browser open so that I can read off the names of something you're about to ask me about. And in order to get all those windows open, I was opening past tabs, and it opened a YouTube window.
Okay.
And now
Yeah.
we see
Anyway.
the mighty wizard.
All right, so
Of Oz.
Gary has some names he wants to read. It's all the people from
His skill
Epstein's
list.
Manifesto. It is, well, we'll get into this in a sec, but let me introduce the show. Gosh, we got some new listeners here, and they're just like, what is going on? This is a show where I, Chris Locks, I want to kick it with my cruel digital buds, like the aforementioned Gary Smith.
So what's up?
Hey, Matt Fondeliers here.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Mike Dawson.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Good. And Kaylin Bean's here.
What's going on?
Yeah. Kaylin, what are you doing here? Do you know that this is
Where
not
am I?
this is not the show that you're usually on?
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Why are you here today?
It's just, one of those weirdly scheduled weeks. And we're changing the days that we're recording this show, and I have somewhere that I got to be tomorrow, which is not normally when we do Patreon, but
You don't want to tell everybody where you're going to be tomorrow?
it's a open house for a preschool that we're hoping to send our daughter to.
Fingers
Yeah.
fingies
Good
crossed.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to walk in there, they're going to look at you, and they're going to let's let this kid in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
fuck yeah,
That's
dude.
where you're going
I'm-
with that.
I'm in.
Could've gone-
I thought
I had no idea.
he didn't
which
go the way that I was
direction,
thinking.
yeah.
I'll tell you that, and probably the way you were thinking, Kaylin, which scares me now. What are you going to do anything about your appearance when you walk in there? Like, do you have to dress up yourself? Also, because they're judging the parents just as much, if
You're gonna
not
show
more,
up in pajamas.
than the kids.
Yeah,
you're not
my pajamas, my Christmas pajamas. I was gonna walk in there with.
Can you
the ones that you
draw-
wore yesterday.
What's that?
Those are the ones you wore yesterday, right?
I did look at you today and think, wow, those are some pretty nice jeans by Kaylin standards.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you
Well,
wore-
okay.
Yeah, dude,
No, they're pretty nice in general by all
Yeah,
standards,
this- I've
but it's
never-
just for you. Like, you don't really rock jeans.
I've never
Yeah.
or belt loops for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is nice.
Well,
You
I've
usually jazz jeans, you don't necessarily rock them.
Right.
Every now and then you'll emo a pair of jeans.
exactly. That's what I try to emo the jeans, but I guess I'm getting
Yeah.
off the wrong vibe.
What is emo the jeans?
Don't know.
I said rock jeans, and Dawson's
Oh.
making fun of the fact and using different
Well,
genres
pick
of
a
music
pick a
to
genre
make
that's not
jokes.
so similar to rock, because emo's rock, my friend.
But
tell you.
some jeans.
Yeah. Anyway, Kaylin, all right, what are you going to wear? Have you thought about it? What you're going to say? How you're going to present yourself?
So I'm probably gonna wear something very similar to what I'm wearing right now.
Ooh,
Ladies, he's wearing next to nothing.
Ladies,
yeah.
you want to get in on this.
Yeah. So we have a little bit of an in on this preschool.
Oh, really?
I don't
so
need
you-
to,
who cares,
I don't
right?
need to jazz up too much because.
Are they Patreon subscribers?
How did you know that?
They teared up
Yeah.
too.
Oh, you there? I'm gonna give
Now,
him a
what's
plug
the
later.
process for getting into the best preschool possible? Is there an aptitude test that your daughters have to take? Do they have to prove that they know certain shapes, numbers? Like, is this something you're working toward? Because you want to be accepted by the best in class.
Yeah, how many
Right,
shapes does your
exactly,
daughter
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
She knows 2, maybe 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Most of our students here
she
know
wavers on
5
the
to 6
triangle.
shapes.
Yeah, double that.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get her learning more shapes before September?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
All right. We'd like a little more positivity from our
Yeah.
parents usually, but
So you don't have a prepared statement?
I do not.
You don't have
I
you don't
do
have
not.
anything,
No.
Kaylin?
Just have her point out something in the teach her basic geometrical shapes, right?
Okay, yeah.
Or geometry.
and then but I couldn't give away the punch, so I was trying to figure out how to say this. So then walk in to the preschool, and the first thing you do is have the little baby point at a correct pattern and go, "Look, Daddy, a parallelogram." Bird.
yeah, that's a lot of
And then you're
syllables.
in.
Yeah, if she needs to know 3 shapes, do the parallelogram, a rhombus,
An
and-
octagon?
No,
How about an isosceles triangle? Throw
Yeah.
in an isosceles triangle.
yeah, she can go isosceles.
Okay, I am
That's-
not even exactly sure what that is myself. So I'm going to have to
Don't
learn
admit
that.
that. Do
and
not
then-
admit that
no.
in front of the board.
I was going to open with that.
I believe it's a triangle with 3 unequal sides.
I
Nice.
thought it was a different sign.
Well, they,
Or 2 equal sides and 1 unequal side.
Guys, can we
TikTok,
not-
I need you to look that
One
up.
or the other. We're going to have to look it up.
can we not get a preschool?
been a long
I'm
time.
really worried right now.
No, this is sophomore math. This is
2 sides of equal length.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. See, well, now we all know.
Yeah.
You still not, Keelan still doesn't know what that is, do you?
Yeah, let's go with the
Okay,
It's like a Christmas tree.
Right.
yeah. And are you dressing your daughter up? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm so worried about
That,
appearance.
that one's
It's
not
just-
going to be up to me.
That's your daughter.
Yeah, she gets to pick out. Yeah, I don't do a very good job when I do dress her according to everyone around me. I think she looks cute,
What?
but
Really?
I've
What do you
never
do?
done
What-
this.
what-
According
how is
to
this?
everyone around me.
My God,
See,
how
my
you must be
girlfriend
doing
and her-
something
So
bad.
I'm guessing
How?
that we see Kaylin's daughter, and she's of course wearing the tutu with the rain boots, and everyone goes, "Oh, did you dress yourself today?" And she's like, "No, Daddy did."
What's wrong with that? They're
That
clothes.
looks cute to me. No, it's I guess the matching of colors is off.
Oh.
You can't match colors?
I can't match colors very well. I mean, or pair
colors
color.
are not
I can't
match?
pair colors very well.
I can't either. Like, are any of us good at that? I don't know what matches. and
Black
doesn't
goes
match.
with gray sometimes.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard you don't do black and navy.
Definitely done black and navy before. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it
You
makes
look like
it
a
too
big
similar.
bruise.
That could be it. Yeah, I'm not
I'm
good with
wearing a
matching.
black shirt and like navy blue pants right now.
Yeah.
I typically wear black and
Do
blue.
I look like a
Me
bruise
too.
to you, Gary?
I've been all black bruisey all day. Have you not noticed?
Who hurt you, Matt?
I
Yeah.
thought I was good at matching colors, and then my wife informed me that I was not.
I thought it's not really colors you're matching, but yet
It's earth
like
tones.
pattern.
That's all the tones, though, man.
Yeah, it's all the colors. Or it's really patterns. Like you don't do stripes going different ways. Like I can't wear a pinstriped shirt and the pinstripe pants where their stripes are perpendicular. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all.
But I don't think anyone would look at that and be like, "That's stylish. I should do that." Like that's a fucking inherent one.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I probably would notice that one. But yeah, I'm not good with matching either. Like I bought T-shirts the other day, and I looked at Jen and go, "Do these match?" And I just held up like shirts over my jeans. She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Like, okay.
I'll dress both my daughters up and go, oh, they're looking super cute. You know, they're
Yeah.
romping around the playground, having a good day. And
Yeah.
then, Amy will come home and be like,
Flaunting
what are they wearing?
Oh no.
Oh, they're, it's pink and purple, right? Those go
It's
together.
pink and purple.
Pink and purple.
Pink and purple
I-
go together.
I don't
I
think
don't
pink.
know. I think that's an overreach in clothing etiquette.
Yeah,
but,
did she ride a unicorn?
but
or
then
something?
again, if
Also compared
everyone
to-
if everyone you know says you're dressing your daughters wrong,
Well, I only know like 3 people
Maybe.
these days.
okay.
I don't go out very much. Yeah.
So wait, are we saying it? Everyone in this room?
To be fair, whenever my girlfriend or her mother dresses them, they do look way cuter than anything I put together. So
I guess
they got
that's-
style.
There's a thing to it. Same thing with me with
I go simplicity, just
with
simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with decorating the house or anything. I'm not good with that. I don't understand what works and what doesn't work. So, yeah. Gary talks nods in approval. Yes.
Finally, my son, you're seeing the light.
What are you talking about? All right. Well, good luck tomorrow, man. We're all pulling for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to live stream it,
Yeah.
you can live stream it.
All
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, before we get into comments, we have an announcement to make. Garrett, we talked about a list of names that Gary had.
It's not really a list. There's just 2.
Okay.
But
That qualifies. If it was just one name, I'd be like unacceptable.
yeah. How many do you
but
need
the
for
first
a list?
the first one I
2.
gotta apologize to, which is Donald Powell, who sent us $100 for lunch, and it says for sandwiches with whatever damn bread you want, no strings attached. But if Chris does the right thing and tells me a story, I wouldn't be sad. Because Donald has asked before about spending $30 to hear what wild shit you said in one of the Malo meetups.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I don't know, Chris. If you want to do the right thing and hit up Donald Powell, that's on you. But
All right, hit
Donald,
me up, man.
I'm sorry that I forgot about this. It definitely made me laugh very hard when I got this one, because a lot of times it's just like, have lunch, we love you guys, which is very sweet. But this one, it hit close to home.
There's a
considering-
catch.
Oh, I try to do a good deed and thank everyone with a delicious lunch. I get everyone's favorite, and Adam just comes in and takes a bite out of it and just starts ranting endlessly about what mistakes we've made with our lives.
That breakfast that he always that lunch at the deli on Fairfax, Cantor's.
Yeah.
Where Chaffee ordered that. I was sitting there, and thankfully, when I go to a restaurant, I just order it how they make it. Give me a pastrami sandwich. First time at a restaurant, no recommendations, no changes. You make the food, I eat it. That's our bargain.
Yeah.
I thanked God. That was my first insight into Adam's very picky food preferences. And I thanked God that I just had that rule that I'll just take it how you do it. Because I got my pastrami sandwich on rye.
Right. Yeah, Adam doesn't...
I like sourdough bread. I might have done that.
I love sourdough, too. Well, okay, there are a couple things about that story. One is Mike Chaffee ordered, his pastrami and sourdough, no mustard, I think. And so Adam's wondering that during the show. So I call Chaffee. I'm like, hey, I need to know your
Cantor's order.
Yeah, your Cantor's order, because Adam's talking about it. Of course, he sighs because he knows why.
Comes up once every 6 years.
Yeah, and he tells me, okay, yep, it's on sourdough, no mustard. Hangs up. And then he texts me.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Sourdough, no mustard, click, not even goodbye?
Yeah. Oh, he's a busy guy, too. I mean,
all right.
Big man on campus at Kimmel's. Anyway, and then he texts me, used to do, I did one time. I did it one time.
Correct.
So that's what happens.
That's all it takes.
So yes, thank you so much, Donald Powell. And then the other one is more recent, and Chris Cottle, just out of nowhere, OG Bobo Boy lunch. Thanks for all the content. You rock. Well, you rock, Chris.
Wow.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you to both Donald and Chris. Very, very generous of you. And you guys, okay, just making sure. Gary has his left ear, and maybe I got to do. Is it just one ear? Sorry, our mics are cutting out in studio, but no big deal. Anyway,
It's so great that doesn't happen to Adam's spot. This is the second week in a row. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It hasn't cut out on me at all.
Have you listened to the file?
Nope.
I don't
no
think
one's complained.
People would have complained.
To be clear, for everyone who's listening, we have intermittent outages of audio in one ear or the other, and now it's in both ears in mine. But let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. Well, thanks so much. What do you guys want to spend this money on? I mean, gosh,
lunch. That's what we have to spend it on. That's what the people sent it for.
Dude,
I suppose we could do a dinner.
Yeah, we could actually afford a dinner now.
That's true. We could put the money together.
Yeah. We got two. We took the two together. Went out to dinner.
That'd be
fun.
That'd be nice.
I'm down for lunch.
Oh,
Dawson
I got shit to do after
Dawson
work.
sees us enough.
I work all the time.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
I missed the last.
He's implying that we don't work at all.
He's implying that
I'm
eating dinner with us is
that-
work, and I don't like that.
This is one of my many jobs. I have things to do when I get home.
Yeah.
All right. It's not. We're not going to be rolling tape there. We're just going to be enjoying each other's company. Maybe toasting a few martinis and.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
If I can
That's
make
not
it,
work.
I can make it.
Look, if you can't make it, that's just more money toward the dinner for the rest of
dinner
us.
for us. Jesus. Win.
All right. But yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys so much. It's
Donald
very
and
nice of
Chris.
you.
Really appreciate you. All right, you guys want to do some comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now it's time for listener
Okay, and once again, these are all comments, found within our Facebook group. And if you want to join this Facebook group and you are not a member yet, it's super easy to join. Just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in. It is my favorite place on the internet. All right, Tony Magbanua kicks it off. He just wants to know, did Dawson ever confirm why he woke up in Solvang the other week?
I played a show there the night before.
Boom.
Confirmed.
Done and done.
There you go, Tony. Played a show. Michael Cottingham says, I was listening to old episodes of Watercooler back when it was the sideshow of Resume, and I started laughing because Chris is doing a live read as Yoda, possibly the best live read ever. I don't remember doing that, but it seems like something I
You
did.
know, I forgot about it until that person brought it up, and then I remembered that train wreck.
Yeah.
What was it ZipRecruiter?
Trainwreck, what do you remember?
Yeah, it was. I I thought you edited that out, to be honest. I'm shocked that made it to airwaves. The whole idea was that.
Edit, we do not.
I've actually noticed we've never done a read for ZipRecruiter since, probably.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's weird, right?
Go figure.
Go figure.
Or any other read for that matter.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? ZipRecruiter, I also got Owen Wilson. Wow. Let's see here. Tom Morin says, Chris, X effing Q's me. The Sega controller didn't make any sense. How dare you? Tom, it had 3 buttons.
Yeah,
Just
that
add the
is
4th
weird.
one, man. Make it
Yeah.
symmetrical. What are you doing?
I would agree with that, too. That was a major flaw of the Genesis, was the 3 buttons.
I think the world agrees with both of you because every controller is like that now.
Yeah.
Now the people at Nintendo should be murdered for the fact that X, Y, A, and B are in a different configuration than they are on Xbox and to a certain extent PlayStation, even though they use different letters. There is nothing more confusing than trying to switch back and forth from an Xbox game to a Switch game. You'll
Yeah.
fuck your shit up for the first 15 minutes every single time.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. PlayStation's still the best controller.
Yeah,
I do
for
like
sure.
the shapes. Like I like pressing X and O and.
I like the
triangle.
Xbox controller. I'd do Xbox over PlayStation.
The new PlayStation, you can't wait until you've tried the PS5 controller.
Fair-
It's got
fair
the
point.
it's got like these adaptive triggers and stuff, and they molded it a little better. It fits good
All
in
right.
your hand. You'll
Sega
like it.
Genesis had Road Rash, right?
Yeah, it did. I
Yeah.
think
That was the greatest game
That was,
ever.
you were racing motorcycles and you had bats with the nails coming out of it, and you just club everybody as they drove by.
Very realistic.
Yeah.
It was fun. That was a fun game. I forgot about that game. Thank you.
Very wholesome.
Dos. Very wholesome. Ira Mark.
You remark what?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Ira Mark. That Ira Mark comments.
Hey.
Looking for a ruling from the Boba Boy Army Council.
Guilty.
Sorry, Gary Ghost rules. But let's listen to the rest
Sure.
of
Okay.
the
I guess we might as
Yeah.
well.
He says, for my birthday, my sister invited the family over to her house. Of course, she bought a birthday cake for me. That's nice. At the end of the evening, I asked, hey, could I take a piece of cake home for my daughter who couldn't be there? I was told no, that any leftover cake was staying with her family. She did buy the cake, but it was for me, so not sure who's in the wrong. Side note, she did cook my favorite meal for the whole family, though. So, sister wouldn't let him take a piece of cake home to his daughter.
That's
This-
wild.
This person is a conundrum to me.
The
because,
sister.
Yes, because if she's going out of her way to throw this party at her house, cook the food, buy the cake, and then doesn't have the heart to give a... My question is, how old is that daughter?
Yes.
Is she like 17 right now and
She
recently
diabetic,
called your
maybe?
sister an
Yeah.
asshole or something? Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because if this is like a 5-year-old at home who couldn't come because she was sick, how are you not going to give up a piece of cake for the
This is-
5-year-old?
Yeah.
I'd also like to know how much cake was left.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
If it's like a slice left, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that there is a fair bit of cake left, in which case, come on, bitch, slice some cake off.
Look,
Now, here's the
It's International Women's Day.
I think we are.
Chris, don't post this today. Please don't post this today.
I think we're all leaning toward the it was wrong category, but there's one question that has to be considered.
was the cake poisoned?
Was it an ice cream cake?
Oh, that is also. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So this could be one of those riddles. Oh, why didn't the sister let the guy take the cake home?
Was it an ice
You
cream
wouldn't be
cake?
complaining to us.
I don't
though.
care if it's your fucking birthday. If I buy an ice cream cake, you're not taking home a piece to your daughter.
Yeah, your house is a sweat shack. It'd be a waste. Yeah, so that's definitely one of the reasons. Also, the poison thing, because she was trying to poison you, Ira, and she didn't want to poison your daughter. And so he's like, "Oh, can I take some from home?" I was like, "No, you can't. The cake has to stay here. You already ate. You ate some though. Okay, good. But you can't take that. Do not feed that to your daughter." So that's another reason. So we should look into that too, Ira.
Another
Otherwise, your sister
wrinkle.
sounds like a saint. Oh, go ahead.
Another wrinkle is it doesn't sound like your sister really threw you a birthday party. Like maybe she just wanted an excuse to have a function at her house
Oh, interesting.
and used your birthday as an excuse to do it.
Or she
Are
didn't
there any
even-
other birthdays or there's no major holidays? You got to wait a while for Easter. Maybe she didn't want to wait for Easter.
Yeah.
But if there are no other birthdays kind of surrounding this area, I would just consider that you were an excuse for her to have people over,
Yeah, and
especially if she wouldn't give your daughter a piece of cake.
Ira, are you sure that it was a birthday cake? What if it was just a regular cake for having people over?
That's right.
Were there
a good
candles
point.
in it? Did you
Having
blow out
people-
candles?
no.
Like, did people? What if nobody knew it was your birthday, and you just happened to be there on your birthday for the family dinner? That could happen too.
What if it wasn't cake at all? What if it was cheesecake?
Oh my god!
All right. Well, we can't go down that road. But I have one more question, which is, was there any sort of psychological torture when you got home and you were talking to your daughter and she was asking you how the party was? Did your sister text your daughter like a picture of you in front of this steak, like eating a piece, like yum? And she was like, "Daddy, where's the cake?"
This is your favorite, yeah. So there's a lot. But,
Seems pretty fucked
We're
up.
gonna need more details.
yeah, but from what we got here, your sister gifted you a birthday cake. That is your cake to take home.
Yeah.
Unless it was an ice cream cake.
Unless there you go.
Then it stays at the house.
Speaking of, so I go to my friends' places for dinner every once in a while, or we go by, and I'll bring, typically I'll bring a bottle of wine because you can finish that pretty easily in one sitting with your friends, but
Finish it once in by yourself. Come on now.
that too, absolutely.
They've gotten smaller over the years as well, right?
No, we've
Seems like it.
just gotten bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the relative size of the person to the wine has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all magnums to me. Anyway, so
Does it himself now.
I have to. It's just I'm like Eminem in 8 Mile. I got to get it out first, and then you guys got nothing. You got nothing on me. But sometimes Jen's like, "Oh, bring that whiskey," and I go, "Oh,
Can I get a boost?
that's a full bottle of whiskey. Okay, I'll bring it. I'd love for them to try some of this whiskey. We partake.
And you
We're about
never bring
we're
it
about
home.
we're about quarter or halfway through the bottle, and it's time to go home now.
No.
What do I? Wait, no,
It,
Gary.
it stays there. Once
done.
Wow.
that bottle goes over the threshold, it's a gift. And you can
What's
be
the threshold?
the threshold of their house.
I thought you meant threshold of the bottle.
No.
There's a mark.
Once you go over the threshold holding a bottle of alcohol, that is a gift.
That's a yeah.
I think that only applies when you're married or with a girlfriend
Yeah, a
going
couple
to a couple
situation.
thing.
I agree, Dawson.
It's a
If I
little
were to show up for a
gift.
poker night with an expensive bottle of whiskey
Right.
and I let everyone taste it, I have no qualms taking the rest of that whiskey home because it's
Yeah,
going to be
I mean,
understood.
fuck that, dude. Darius brought home his bottle of Jim Beam the other night. Sure. So, what the fuck?
Hilarious. Yeah, or
In a couple setting, though, you show up with
Yeah.
a bottle of something.
It makes
that's a
sense.
gift.
Yeah.
okay. What about Super Bowl party?
That's a gift.
You go home
That's
with
a
the
gift.
nachos. You take your nachos home.
That's a gift. If I become like nobody drinks it either, or maybe one person drinks it because there's so
I
much
feel
booze
it's more
there.
acceptable in that sense to take it back.
Yeah, I guess it depends on. I guess it depends.
I
But
know
if,
you brought it.
assuming that the person who's throwing the party is like doing the whole spread and putting out all the food and stuff, that's staying there.
Okay,
If
that
it's
is a
potluck
gift.
style and,
And
you're
it's
all
your co-
taking stuff home at the end, you're taking home your crock pot and your serving platter, then it's a little more acceptable to take that
Yeah,
bottle.
toss that bottle in the
right in the bag.
It's
Yeah.
still not a good look, though.
It's not the best look.
It's not a good look.
I mean, somebody brought, especially if somebody brought like 60 Coors Lights.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
drank 5 of them, and then no one touched your bottle of liquor, and then you're just going to take it away.
What about you, Matt? Where do you
I
stand
found
on
a
this?
solution to all of this recently, which is that I just lick every bottle that I bring,
Smart.
and I make people watch me do that. So then when I set it down, they know that it's mine.
Do you guys have like a licking ceremony?
Sure.
You do, where you say, "All right, sit down. I'm going to now lick the contents of everything."
Not
that
the
I brought."
content, Gary.
Oh,
The
just the
outside of
bottle.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And just
I
market it.
thought immediately
know.
the content.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
If you spit into a bottle, it's usually a pretty good indicator no one's gonna
Drink
take it
it?
home with them or drink it. Oh, well, they'll drink it. They just
they'll
won't.
drink it?
They won't ask for it to keep it.
I regret asking Matt.
So where do you start? Where do you start? Like in the taint?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, just the middle section where you put your hand.
Where is this going? What about Gary? Because you seem to be the only sane person here. What about bringing beers? Like like Don said, you bring 60 Coors or a bunch of beers. Those are always staying because the owners probably don't even want that much beer at their house. Right? What's
Yeah.
the etiquette?
Yeah, that's why the alcoholic should host the Super
Yeah.
Bowl party.
Let me tell you what I've
The
seen.
place that you party at the most.
Yeah. I've had people over.
Did
who-
you host the Super Bowl this year?
Just me and Doug Laux. And we drank our 60 beers.
yeah, there's in leftovers. There's that too.
And a bottle of Jack. It was
my
a good weekend.
My friends do this, and there's no qualms about it, whether it's your house or you're doing it. But they'll fill a cooler up with the ice already and just put all the beers and booze in it. And they'll just roll the cooler into the house. Everyone partakes. All right, I'm out of here. Take the cooler, just roll back out.
That's a pretty sweet move because that's
about
your
that?
cooler. You got to bring
Yeah,
your cooler
you gotta bring your cooler home.
Where else are they going to put the beer?
Yeah.
It's already on ice. No one's going to take it out and put it in their fridge.
Yeah.
That is fucking brilliant.
The last party I had, there were like 3 or 4 coolers that were brought there. Yeah, it was awesome.
That is
and we weren't
brilliant.
stuck with all the unopened beers.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. Maybe that's the new thing.
See, we solve the world's problems, you know?
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
On the water.
And that's why new listeners are listening to this show.
Yeah, and that's how they're finding it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop licking those bottles. The cooler idea is way better.
Yeah. Just lick the cooler, though.
Yeah, let's get you off.
Oh, make no mistake. It's obviously my cooler.
And I want there to be a licking ceremony.
Some licking will happen. All right, Johnny Shine says, food porn. I just watched a delicious video of someone making a steak sandwich with tomatoes and mozz. Also, it's worth mentioning that I'm pretty high right now. So I got this strange feeling.
Definitely
that's-
worth mentioning.
That I got this strange feeling that's somewhere between hungry and aroused. So I ask you guys, what's a good...
I thought it was to say hungry in Poland.
Maybe. So he said, so I ask you guys, the Bobo Army, what is the term for a food video that excites you like this? Do you ever feel it? And he suggests maybe food boner or horngry. And he said other suggestions to help come up with the right phrase. I think food boner works.
Dawson, can we get a clean food boner time?
No.
How about just
say
clean
food.
I'll give you
Say
food. I'll give you food. And then someone else can build it. That's too much.
You'll give
on
us
me.
what?
Time code,
Food. Food.
Time code, please.
there
Thank
you
you.
go.
Next week.
Yeah, the shades are going to be crazy for the rest of the series here. Michelle Pierce Ramos says, shout out to Dawson for...
Shout out. I was going to say shout out back, but
Okay, you can.
yeah, shout out back,
There you go.
Ramos.
Michelle Pierce Ramos.
NPR.
NPR. Michelle Pierce Ramos Gin Fizz says, shout out to Dawson for shouting out Galen Martin plus Crutches.
Nice. Did you listen?
I've been listening this morning and I'm thinking about picking up their vinyl. Class move, shouting out their band's pretty exciting stuff.
It's a good vinyl record. It's
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yes.
definitely some campfire music.
Yeah.
A nice glass of scotch.
Yeah. Yeah, nice
Yeah,
glass that
it's-
you brought in your cooler.
Yeah, that you will take home with you because
That Matt licked.
we're not going to finish it here because then you wouldn't be able to drive home. That
Yes.
whole kind of thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Michelle also says, after pretty exciting stuff,
Pretty exciting stuff.
also exciting, I signed up for the Patreon today. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. And for the new listeners, that means that Michelle gets an extra episode a week, plus opportunities for Zoom meetings, movie review, movie commentary,
Outros.
outros.
Kaylin.
For the most part. Yeah, there's a lot of perks for signing up for Patreon.
It's the best way to support our show.
It is the best way
The
to
only
support
way
our
for
show.
now. For right now.
And all you check it out by going to patreon.com/watercooler. Eric Lepore,
What's up?
What's up,
he
Eric?
says, with barbecue season just around the corner, is raisin season almost over? It's
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, it's been over. I'm sorry.
shoot.
You didn't
Not
get
if
that
you-
memo?
Not if you're Shatner. He's getting all that CRB.
No, I ate the
that's true.
CRB. They didn't touch it. I ate
they
all that
served
CRB.
it to 'em,
Yeah,
just
they
saying.
did.
I feel like raisin season officially ends at Valentine's Day. It would be weird to get raisins, like chocolate covered raisins. That would not be a good Valentine's gift. But I suppose somewhere out there that would be a woman's favorite chocolate would be the chocolate covered raisin. So I will allow raisin season to continue through Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But after that, it's just crazy.
Raisin
would you say-
season ends on Valentine's Days, and
So would you say that raisin season is followed by grazin season? A lot of people are breaking up with chicks right before Valentine's Day because they don't
Yeah.
want to, get in the commitment, take that next step. So you got a lot of single fellas out there after raisin season.
and so they're grazing season.
Yeah.
Like grazing with the Z and not the color, right? Like what cows do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Sounds
grazing
like-
could even mean gray. It's the color gray.
Oh, great. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Grazing, like
Okay.
the literal out there looking, on the prowl.
I was thinking, what? They break up with their girlfriends and all of a sudden they get old? Like what?
But I'll tell you what, all year long's blazing season, am I right, boys? All right.
Don't tempt me.
Well, couple of things here. So, barbecue season just around the corner. Oh, I had Raisinets on Saturday, by the way, when I was watching the
really?
Batman. I watched
So
the Batman.
then raisin season
I
is
guess
most
it
definitely
continues.
not over.
It continues.
well,
I'm
I mean,
wrong.
that could have been out of season. I just,
No, they have raisinets all season long.
we went to the CVS, got
Why
the
weren't-
Raisinets, and then snuck them into the theater and partook.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible of you. But why weren't
Why
the
is that terrible
Raisinets-
of me? I'm not paying
Why weren't the
$10 for a
Raisinets the
box of
backup singers for that great band?
Were they not? They should have been.
You know what's terrible?
You know who likes that joke? Laura Lee.
Well, it's funny that you bring her up because I'm about to really upset her because she's not going to want me telling this story. But my mother walked into my house the other day and was telling
Chris
us.
talks. Careful.
You know what? I don't care. She was telling a story about how she went to a movie and she ordered something. It was one of these fancy theaters that has like the full food service in it. And she ordered something and she was devastated. She's on the NSNG with Vinny. She looks amazing. She was devastated when they delivered and in the dark and she reached in and grabbed a handful of truffle fries. And I said, well, what did you order? She said, Brussels sprouts. And I said, in a movie theater, you are a terrorist.
Yeah.
She said, there are only one or two other people in that theater. And I found out why later. She went to go see Marry Me, which I believe is available on Hulu.
It's Peacock.
Peacock, yeah. So,
Which is a free service.
yeah, she said, I know, but I wanted to go to the movie theater.
Yeah, you got to see that on the
Yeah,
big screen,
good for
man.
her.
It's a spectacle.
Brussels sprouts in a movie theater? That's you level.
But then again,
sociopathic.
truffle fries. Laura Lee, this is how What Can't Adam Complain About started.
Wow,
He was bitching about buying a new Ferrari.
You were ordering Brussels sprouts. Wow, it's Brussels sprouts. While watching me.
Russell, wow.
I watched, but yes, I saw Marry Me. It's fine. You can watch on the big screen. All good. LL. Well, what's wrong with ordering Brussels sprouts at the movie theaters? Why are you a monster?
They smell.
Yeah, does Chris maybe doesn't have a
Do
sense
you
of
not
smell?
understand how food affects those around you?
You should see the ones I cook. Then you guys would be very happy if I brought my
Odorless,
Brussels sprouts to
odorless
the-
Brussels sprouts. Is that
No.
what you've invented?
You know what I do?
Chris, hold on.
Olive
I want
oil.
you to complete the thought that you just stopped on right there. You believe that the 4 other people sitting at this table would be excited if you were to cook Brussels sprouts, bring them in here, and microwave them in our communal microwave.
I've done it.
And you believe that people were happy about this?
You were neither happy nor sad.
How do you know?
I know. Nobody said. Nobody's because I know
stopped
when you're sad.
We've
I
stopped
know.
bitching at you for food smelling.
No, you won't. You haven't stopped bitching at me for that one chopito I heated up in 2018. Like, what do you mean?
That was 2017,
Chipino.
and that was a war crime. I will never let that one go.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Marlo.
I feel like I would have heard something. Yeah, I do love Brussels sprouts. Maybe once my recipe hit me up.
My mom could cook anything, but when we had to eat Brussels sprouts, it
a bad
was
day.
not a good day.
Oh, punishment.
Oh my God, they were horrible.
Just straight up boiled, right? No.
Yeah, they weren't cooked like
Yeah.
today's Brussels sprouts.
Somebody
are cooked.
figured out how to do them right
Yeah.
about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life's been much better ever since.
Mr. Sprout.
I still haven't gone there though. I still haven't had a good Brussels sprout because I've been that damaged by the Brussels sprouts that my mom made me eat.
Why don't the next time your mom comes to visit you, one of the nights say, I'm going to make you dinner, and then make her a dish that includes Brussels sprouts.
Interesting.
But do it properly, you know?
I'll tell you what, when we
Or
go,
not do it properly and just
when
get
we
your
go
sweet
out
revenge.
to dinner, you guys order the Brussels sprouts and then tell me how it was the next day.
Okay.
Sure.
Happily. And a third martini. All right. Let's see here. Eric Laporte says barbecue season. And I'm getting ready to make a batch or two of my homemade barbecue sauce, which made me wonder, do any of you Boba boys or girls make their own sauces? It's pretty exciting stuff. I think
Pretty
it is,
exciting
and
stuff.
I love making sauces.
I have not had much success in that realm. My wife can make some great marinades, but it's sort of like a one-time use only, where you kind of put the chicken in the night before.
Yeah.
But you're still trying?
To like make actual sauces?
Yeah.
No, not really. No, I gave up.
I was hoping one day you'd be successful.
Yeah. Me too. We're all pulling for you, Matt.
I feel like I've created a monster. This is my
Feel
fault.
well.
I made an aioli the other day.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you mix something in with mayonnaise?
Mayo, lemon,
That was it, huh?
Salt.
Somewhere along the line, it becomes aioli.
Is it when you start swooping like the spoon around? Is that what makes it an aioli?
Salt.
Mixing, I
Yeah.
think is the word you're looking for.
Yeah. I was
No,
trying to
he
make
was
it
right.
sound
You
a little bit
swoop it.
fancier.
That's
Yeah,
what makes an aioli.
No. So you take the mayo, you take the lemon juice, you take salt, maybe a little pepper, some dill, some garlic, and then you swoop the spoon in there,
Yeah.
and then you wait a while. And then it becomes
Then you
aioli.
say a spell.
Yeah. Well, it's all done.
Zippity bippity.
It's all done in a cauldron. Yes.
Now it's aioli.
Let's see here. Eric Parpart. He just wants to know about weddings. What's the worst tradition of a wedding at the reception? And I'll read you
At the
rankings.
reception, okay.
Yes, I'll read you the rankings here. The under the dress garter removal, number 1, with a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Is
don't
that
see
supposed
that
to
anymore.
be like a funny, sexy thing? I've never understood what it's supposed to be. Like
Too
we're-
many people do that version, and it has thus ruined it for me.
Kalen,
I
do you know
still
what
did
it is?
But isn't
No,
that what it's
I don't.
supposed
Okay,
to be?
let's explain it to Kalen. What is this? It's so
Well, Gary said you did it at your wedding, so why don't you explain it?
It's basically it's the male version of throwing the bouquet over your head, and it's supposed to signify which person will be getting married next out of your group of friends, right? So the chick has all of her, the bride has all of her. Sorry, International Women's Day.
International Women's Day.
Right.
I don't
No.
feel well.
Respect all women.
I didn't bat an eye when I heard that.
The bride gets all of her bridal party
All
together.
her bitches together.
Hey, stand in a fucking group over there. I'm gonna throw these goddamn flowers, and she fucking flings it over her head, and these bitches all fight because they want to be the next one to get married. One of them wins.
God.
Somebody gets a weave pulled out. You know,
lost
they got
him.
extensions going out, and then for the dude, the chick is supposed to.
Can't choose who will go and who will stay.
Zero temperatures!
There you go. There's a bonus one from the one I missed earlier. And then, so for the dude's version of that, he like, yo, bros, get over there in a fucking group. And then he sits this chick in the middle of the dance floor in a chair. And then some people, I just kind of went in there fast and dirty and got it done with. I just
Yeah,
got
you
up
did.
there,
High
pulled that
five.
thing off, and then you turn around and you throw it to all your dudes. And they all scatter because none of them want to get trapped in a marriage. So it's very funny, the difference between like the chicks fighting and the dudes like, fuck that shit, man. I actually walked over and handed mine to one of my best friends who was getting married a few months later. I already knew that, so I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do.
I saw that. Yeah, I
didn't
remember.
want
I
to do the whole
totally remember that.
ceremony.
Yeah,
So,
you kind of embarrassed me because I had my baseball glove and I was ready to go and outfield stance and just
you were
handed it off.
You were never going to be the one to. Come on, you're supposed to throw it above people. You know.
Okay,
I'm not 100% sure.
the M&M thing did not work.
I'm not even
spaghetti.
20% sure, but I have an idea that taking something off of the woman's leg is symbolic of,
We're gonna fuck.
well, and I'm going to be the first one. Like you're taking it's
That's right.
some kind of chastity thing, and you get to go break the chastity. And back
Yeah.
in 1542, it was a very different ceremony.
Dawson, I got news for you. In 2018, I went to a wedding where this guy had clearly like practiced it to a song, and he spent 5 minutes taking this thing off, and it was a performance.
Junior
and
Wine's pony?
It fucking grossed me out. I
Yeah.
was
Wow.
so
Okay,
turned
Kalen,
off.
you can't use your
It
hands.
was uncomfortable, Kalen. It was
You have to
because
use
it
your
was a
mouth.
big display about how they're gonna fuck later, and it's like, cool, I got it. We're at a wedding. You're gonna fuck later. I don't need this whole display.
Yeah, and your parents are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, do need the display. So
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
whichever one. No, so yeah, it's a tradition that's just it's a weird ceremony. It's now evolved into what Matt does with his beers when he comes
Throwing
over to
them
your
at-
party.
Yeah.
His
You know what you
licking
should do,
ceremony.
Chris? Instead of having Jen sit down and then reaching up her leg and getting the garter, have her just walk out on the dance floor and then lift her dress up a little bit, and you walk out from underneath it.
As long as wow,
It seems mean when
that
Dawson
one was
does it.
mean. Yeah, that one
Going a different
took
direction.
it a little far there, my man.
Unpredictable today.
Something about your voice, bro. I feel like the content of minor meter, but
Yeah, see, that's what
I
that's
couldn't
what
resist on that one. I just thought of that.
You couldn't resist.
I couldn't
You could
resist. That was
easily
too good.
resist that.
I don't.
What are
You
you
know,
talking
I don't go
about?
for the low hanging fruit, but this was. This was ripe.
Yeah. All right.
I
that's
had
fine.
I had to take that one.
I'll take it because it's you don't suffer from doing it too often. All right. let's move on. Oh, I'll just tell you.
What else was on these?
The dollar
Carol
dance.
things?
Nobody does the dollar dance.
By the way,
anymore.
are you doing any of these things that are on this poll?
Negative?
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Oh, I am doing. The number 3 is having a big expensive wedding. Yeah, that one. That
that
one's
one you're
happening.
doing.
Cutting of the cake. No, we're not doing that anymore. And then the wedding reception, DJ playing like played out songs is I hope we don't do that one, but whatever. I've now come to the conclusion like I don't even want a do not playlist. There's no song that bothers me that much.
Oh, you've gone. Okay.
So it's just like whatever, man. Just
You like
do your
Big Butts
thing.
again?
I if it plays, I
You
will.
want to celebrate good times? All right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll see.
I'm just getting
We'll
my
see.
request
We
list
should.
together.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the wedding reception DJ was the last on this poll. I don't go to a wedding to hear hip new music I've never heard before.
I've been to a wedding like that where nobody knew one song.
Yeah, that kind
It
of
was-
sucks. Like the point of the wedding is that everybody does the stupid YMCA and in my dream world, the chicken dance. But again, as my wife said, it's not a bar mitzvah.
It's not.
What's that? Oh, my wife.
It's not. But
God chooses who will go and who will stay.
Brings everybody together is that like communal, like, oh God, we got to do this again.
yeah. See as I said, what I'm trying to do is mix
That's what brings people together, Matt. That
Absolutely.
voice?
mixed what it was like to be in the club in 2011 / be at prom in 2004. Like that's
That's kind of my shit right there.
Yeah, I mean,
that
you're
is-
describing an amazing night.
that is the goal.
If that DJ follows those instructions, it is going to be a banger.
Let's see here. Peter Mortis says, which of these 3 is not on the same level? Denny's, IHOP, or Waffle House?
Clearly, Waffle House.
I've never even been to a Waffle House.
I've been to a Waffle House. Food wise, it is subpar, but it's so good.
Correct.
It's
Well,
good.
They're all subpar, but so good.
No, but I mean, the Waffle House is like the total fast food chain of those 3. It goes Waffle House, IHOP, Denny's.
And for those who don't know, we don't have Waffle Houses out here, so it's kind of a spectacle for us when
Yeah.
we see one.
By the way, for anyone who was listening, Dawson just listed those in reverse order. Waffle House at the bottom.
yeah, no,
Oh,
that's,
it is.
That's Waffle House
Peter,
3,
my-
For
2,
listeners.
1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter-
yeah.
I've noticed the places I've been, the more I've been to the place, the less I like it. So Denny's is the one I've been to the most, and it's definitely the bottom of my list. But maybe it's because I've been there so many times.
Dude, you got to get to Nashville or any place in the Midwest. You will find a Waffle House.
Yeah, they're everywhere out there. But Peter, the answer is, and we all kind of took the question wrong. Which 3 is not on the same level? And it's IHOP. IHOP is superior by far, I think, to Denny's and Waffle House. And maybe one of the reasons is it's not a 24-hour joint all the time. It's
Supply and demand, baby.
yeah.
Hey, so I was wondering when you said the traditions at weddings, I knew I added one. And I knew I added one after like 7 or 8 beers. And I totally forgot what I said. So my most overrated tradition
Yeah.
at a wedding is punching out the groom's father. And that got 2 votes.
And you were one of them?
Well, yeah.
Someone, Enoch Castleberry.
That's not a real person.
That's not a real person.
Yeah. Dawson, that guy doesn't exist.
He's a eunuch. Yeah. But at least that eunuch understood my sense of humor.
Yeah, I gotta check that invitation I just gave you, Dawson, because now I'm worried.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan Schreiber says, anyone here microbake their food?
What the fuck is that? fucking
I love this. What is that?
Ryan says, I learned it from Stouffer's French bread pizza in the 90s. You cook what you want, refrigerator frozen, just until warm, then crisp it in the toaster oven. So you microwave it just until it's warm, then throw it in the toaster to get it nice and crunchy. You can also bake a potato in 30 minutes this way.
I like it.
Yeah, the food that is better than Oh, sorry, this is a different thing. So what do you guys think about that, Matt?
I mean, we talked about this a little bit. I know you guys like the microwave a lot more than me. I was hoping it was going to be about baking it in very small portions. So I'm a little disappointed to hear that
Yeah.
that's what it really is. But I am all on board with the creativity there.
Yeah, remember those videos that were really hot in 2012, 2011, where they were taking like tweezers and they were cooking food.
Yeah,
And, like,
micro
the-
food.
Yeah, the tiniest
Yep.
like cast iron pan and like
Those were adorable.
yeah. What happened to those? I want more. Those are killed on TikTok.
I'm sure those are on TikTok. I'm joking.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I haven't seen those in a while.
I mean, how much time are you looking to save, bro? I mean, because it's not that really. You got other things to do. Get an air fryer.
It seems like a hassle.
Yeah.
Also,
Pick one or the other.
What is this process involving a baked potato? Are you supposed to put the baked potato in the microwave for 29 minutes and then put it in the toaster oven?
No. I think you can cook a baked
We did
potato.
both.
You can cook a baked potato in like 7 minutes.
What?
You can cook a potato in a microwave in like 7-8 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
And then finish it off in the toaster oven. Baked potato, it makes sense because those can take an hour if you do it in the oven.
Yeah.
So you're saying 7 in the Crowave and then 23 in the toaster oven.
No, just to crisp it, you're probably 7 and 7.
He just said it takes 30 minutes though.
Well, then get a fucking air fryer. What the
Air
fuck
fryer,
are you
bro.
doing with this? Yeah, then I'm back to my original thing. How much time are you looking to save?
Yeah. Also, while we're at this, can we stop saying when you microwave things you're gonna nuke it? I don't like that.
Yeah, you crowave it, bro.
Yeah, you crowave it. Like, yeah. I'm gonna nuke this plate.
I'm going to tell my mom that. She's the only person I know who uses that.
She says crowave.
No, she says nuke. She says
Okay.
nuke it. If my mom says crowave, I'm going to actually sign like emancipation papers, or what can I do? She's not my mom anymore.
You can have her committed.
There you go.
Put her in a home against her will.
Ryan also says the only food that's better in the crowave is, than the toaster oven. Frozen White Castle burgers.
Yeah, frozen burritos, sure.
Frozen burritos too.
Yeah.
Quana McCraw says I was today years old finding out what bobo means. 100% thought it was a snack like chunk nibbles. There are bobo bars,
Kind of a
right?
snack.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Then someone's like, it's a whole meal for me.
I thought we had cool fans.
We do.
We absolutely do. I liked it.
I don't know why Chris had to do that voice. For me.
Yeah, sorry. I was doing Dawson's voice there. Josiah J. Mangus. He put up a picture of chunk nibbles. And he says, late to the game, but holy smokes, these are good.
Yeah.
Snag my nibbles at Menards in Minnesota. Bubba Boy Army S'mores.
They're like crack.
S'mores is my favorite. It used to be called
And I can
crack.
say that
That's
because I
right.
smoked crack.
Oh, that's their
the
motto.
motto.
That's their motto.
I made that into a promotional video for them. Never heard a word about it. To this day, years later.
I love
I like edited it on Premiere and stuff. I put the logos up. Oh, this was a good video.
Never happened.
By the way, I sent thank you to that gentleman, and I believe there was one other who found it a different
Yeah.
Menards. Go ahead.
So yeah, Menards is hooking it up. Well, anyway, Josiah says s'mores is his favorite. They're all killer. Sampled them all in the parking lot. Yeah, because they're all open when he took the picture. I think they were in his car.
They
So.
were. I agree, by the way.
Nice.
S'mores is the best.
Good job, dude. And then Jamie Foshi was also at Menards in Franklin and said, congrats to Chuck Nibbles for making it to the big stores. I stopped at Menards to pick up paint. And look what I found. Woo-woo. As a small business owner myself, this is such an amazing accomplishment. So yeah, give it up to Chunk Nibbles.
Great job, guys.
I feel like they just got signed to a major label.
I will say that because this is in our private Facebook group, I did text pictures of this to the owner of Chunk Nibbles, and he was very, very excited to see that people are talking about it. So.
Nice.
That's right. Do we still have a promo
Thank you.
code?
Yeah, it's still Woof Woof.
Well, there you go. Chunk Nibbles,
I
baby.
believe it's 15% off, and yeah.
Or just go to your local Menards, it looks like.
Yeah, what do you
John
got?
Spencer.
Yeah, if you go to local Menards, you
Tell
can
them
actually
woof woof.
say woof woof, and you'll get the
Yeah.
discount.
and insist that you get a 15% discount.
Yeah.
Tell them about the podcast you heard it on.
My dad is at that age where he only fucking likes
Barking at people?
stuff he can eat for gifts.
Oh, forget. I was like, I think I'm at that age, dude.
Yeah, he's got everything he needs. He doesn't want any fucking presents, no clothes, no nothing. Fucking.
Yeah.
But so he's like big into beef jerky and fucking
Yes.
good nuts and shit. And so, yeah. Hey, you know what? You start using drops that I'm talking about my father. I'm the only one who eats nuts around here.
Hey.
Hey. Oof, mud on. And I'm gonna get him the chunk nibbles.
That's a good call.
Dude, great gift.
He will eat the shit out of these.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll tell him, Dad, they're like crack.
Yes.
Dawson, can I recommend they have the new 4-ounce form factor that are like little individual bags. I find those to be the best because if I open a big size bag, I'll just eat the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, no, I'm big. No. Yeah.
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 Which, I mean, your dad
feel
can
ya.
still do. I mean, gosh.
I feel you, but
He's earned it.
a little strip of aluminum has never stopped a man who wants
True.
his
Chunk
food.
nibbies.
Yeah.
By the way, You guys are drinking Kirkland seltzers right now.
Yeah, thanks,
Turkey
Dawson.
Celsius.
Kirky Celsius.
Yeah, Dawson opens the fridge and just goes, "Hey, who got the Kirky Celsius?" Made me so happy. John Spencer created a poll. Oh, this one was interesting. He writes, "Who sounds the most different than the way they look, or pictured in your head before you knew what they looked like? Like, who doesn't sound like their voice?" And I have the results here.
Press!
Gary's actually number one. Gary, you don't sound like what you look like.
Yeah,
We get that a lot.
I do get that a lot. What I get a lot that's very confusing to me is you are way taller than you sound. And I
Yeah.
don't know what to say to that.
Well, it's true because people who are taller usually have deeper voices because the sound travels longer
What?
from their.
Well,
That's
excuse
just
me.
science.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, but your voice is just so boyish. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
Or maybe touch
I wish
girly.
there were comments on this that people said what they thought that we looked like, along
We can
with
do
the
that.
votes.
Tell us what you think we look like.
Yeah, yeah. Just post a picture.
Like, what do
of
they
a
say, Gary?
celebrity
They
who you
say-
think we sound like. Yeah.
Straight up, a lot of people tell me like you're way taller than I expected you to be.
That's,
Stuff like that. I mean, ironically though, Dawson, because you're asking for the comments, I believe you're in last with like one
Well,
vote or something.
yeah.
See, because that and
Spoil the reveal here, Gary. So yeah, here are the rankings. Gary's in first
Take less
place.
than 20 minutes to get there.
This is Gary. This is the show, man. It's a shaggy dog. I'm not just gonna give you.
Call the
give
show
you-
a shaggy dog. I don't like that.
Chris is number 2.
Press!
Kaylin, you're third.
Yeah, you don't sound as Asian.
That's what people say. I'm not kidding. Especially when I sing, they say I sing like either like a white
Voice
guy.
of an angel
Yeah.
or Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, I get that too. Kaylin, you're third.
Okay.
You don't look like what you sound like.
Yay.
Matt, you're fourth, so you kind of look like what you sound like.
I'm surprised. Most people who have met me, much like Gary, they say you're a lot taller than I thought you would be. Now, a lot of people do say that I do not look and sound the same, which I take as an insult, but whatever.
Fifth place, Rick Astley, and then Dawson, sixth place. And yeah, you had like one vote.
An interesting experiment would be having each of us record the same line, and then putting 5 choices up there, and then the 5 pictures of us,
try
and
to mix
then
and match
having
a
people
stranger.
give this test to people who have never listened to the show,
That's
and have
brilliant.
no fucking idea who we are, and see who thinks who talks what way.
Okay, think of a line.
That's good.
Let's just get all of our
Let's
lines
include Rick
clean
Astley as well.
today.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
We'll hit up Rick to submit as well. But yeah, let's get our lines clean today, and then we can expand on this test because I like that idea. I'm intrigued. Doss, do you ever like if you were checking out at the grocery store?
Here's the phrase: Texas toast is terrible in time travel.
Okay, so that was Dawson's. Matt,
Texas toast is terrible in time travel.
my turn. Texas toast is terrible in time travel.
Texas toast is terrible in time travel.
Texas toast is terrible in time travel.
All right.
Well,
Sweet.
the problem
All right.
is,
Got it.
the problem is that most of these people don't know which one of us was which.
Well, I know.
Oh, but the person who would edit this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, theoretical person.
Yes.
I ain't doing that.
Somebody will do it.
What's up,
Someone's
Casey
kid
Peters?
needs a science
Casey Peters hasn't been
experiment.
doing much lately. He's got a job now.
He's working on some outros for us right
Ah,
now.
Outro,
And intros.
outro.
Who is?
Casey Peters.
Oh, nice. Yeah, somebody.
At least I said on this podcast, Casey, work on that intro and outro. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah, so Spencer Smith actually says, "Hey, does anyone here have that boner time drop? I want to change it to my text ringtone.
Boner
I
time.
want to change my wife's phone so that when I text her, that's the ringtone."
Boner
Casey, can you make this
time.
happen? And it was just a bunch of Gary talks in the comments. Like, yeah, Casey's like, yeah, I can do it, but it's not recommended.
Not a good
Yeah,
idea.
not a good- and everyone's like, yeah, I don't know about that,
You'll
but
notice I didn't weigh in with the drop.
yeah.
That is pretty funny.
Doss, when you're
What?
just like at a grocery store checking out or something, and they just go, "Oh, do you have your club card here?" And you go,
Bird.
I forgot. Yeah, you say bird, and then you go, I forgot it in the car or something.
Hmm.
Is anyone blown away? Like, whoa, that voice. Like, out in
Dude,
the wild,
that's
do you freak
hilarious.
people out?
Because the very, 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 very first time I ever got recognized for my voice, I was at the Vaughn's in Montecito checking out. And I was 7 to midnight on K-Tide for like 5-6 years. And
1 hour off.
I'm at the Vaughn's, And the girl says, paper or plastic? And I said, plastic's cool. And she said, wait, can you say that again? And I said, bird. And I said, plastic's cool. And she goes, oh my God, are you Mike Dawson? And I just started fucking laughing. I'm like, yes, I am.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the very first time I ever got recognized.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I just meant just by the tone of your voice.
It was
too.
just by my voice.
But that's cool that you got your voice.
This was pretty much pre-internet.
Yeah. I get that.
So it's not, you couldn't look up a picture of me and find me.
Damn.
Yeah.
That rules. Let's see here. Lastly, oh gosh, we're already kind of late here.
Oh, it's lastly.
It's lastly. All right. Here we go. So Jeff Niles.
Wait, are you flicking or kicking today?
Whatever you want. I got a flick.
Do you guys,
got a flick.
are
He's
you
got a
guys
flick.
cool
He's
to let
got a
Kalen
flick.
flick something today? Do we have
no
time?
rush.
We're no rush. Okay. Jeff Nils says, I have a real conundrum. I have a 14-hour road trip coming up the end of the month, going from Chicago to Destin, Florida. My initial thought was to save up the next 3 weeks of podcasts, the main show and Patreon, to help accompany me on the ride. However, the Watercooler is always the first podcast I listen to as it drops. I got to get that content firsthand before Barstool steals it, baby. Anyway, I'm very torn. What would you guys do?
First of all, that's not a joke. I don't find that funny. We're making moves behind the scenes.
I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out with us for 12 hours. But that's just me.
I think Dawson's
Solo
with you.
road trip? Solo road trip or road trip with kids?
Not sure.
Either way, if
Right,
it's with
'cause if
kids,
it's
you
kids-
throw in the earbuds.
If it's with kids, okay.
Definitely show
But if
them
you're
this.
driving, that's illegal
No, it's
and
not.
dangerous.
It's illegal to drive with earbuds.
No, it's illegal.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You have to be
gotta
able to
be.
hear an ambulance.
Well, you can have one earbud in, and the argument.
Okay.
for
We said
I said
earbuds.
Got me.
Yeah, we got him. See? Gary goes, you slipped, my man.
We know the meaning of words. We just totally overruled his objection in court,
Yeah.
and his answer to us is retards.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Court?
we just proved you wrong though. We said earbuds plural.
Oh, okay. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Somehow I think
You
you're
don't want
not.
to do a fucking victory lap?
Somehow I think you're not.
No, I am. You got me. You got me. I didn't think about the fact that two might be construed.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. All right. Because, yeah, let's just move on.
Look at it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, those are comments, everybody. Thank you. Well, anyway, Jeff. Yeah, you can download all the pods. That's fine. Throw in some other ones to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, because no matter who you're with, like, it's tough to hang out with the same people for that long of a period.
You're
And-
telling me.
Yeah, it really is tough. So let's. I was just mixing it up a little bit, and yeah, try to get us earlier. And you
I
can
saw
re-listen.
someone suggest to buy an audiobook.
Yeah, as Dawson actually. Oh,
I did actually.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
Actually, I
Dawson-
would like to know more about the road trip, who's in the car and whatever, and I'll just
Yeah.
send you one of the audiobooks.
Oh,
I'll just
that's
be I'll
great.
just be a bro about it
Dawson's being
instead
a
of trying
bro,
to advertise,
and
which I'm doing now.
Yeah, so definitely get one of Dawson's audiobooks. That's a great suggestion.
No,
Or-
I'll seriously give you a link to one, but I'll connect with the dude on
yeah.
the
Or maybe
Facebook
internet,
group.
or maybe Gary
On the
can-
internets.
Maybe Gary
On the
can write
internets.
it on the.
Send it to the internet.
But if you are going to have kids in the car, make sure before you leave, you go to a lake, you take one of your AirPods, and then you throw it into the middle of that lake. So that you're not fucking breaking the law. Now, I would suggest you throw the left one so that if a cop pulls up beside you, he doesn't go,
can't see
I
it.
wonder if there's an earpod in his right ear.
Yeah, unless you're driving a right-hand drive car.
Yeah, if
in
you're
your
from down under,
Yeah.
then throw
So-
the other one in the
But yeah,
lake.
those are all great suggestions, and yeah, I loved it, and maybe you could Gary, you could write that URL on the olive branch that you just extended. Dawson.
Yeah,
That was
sure,
lovely.
absolutely.
All right,
Speaking of down under, try saying these 3 words and not sounding like an Australian.
Here, hold on.
Bird, boobs, boner time. Good, and you got to say them together. The first word is good.
good,
The second word is I.
good. I
The third word is might.
might.
Now say them all together.
Good. I might. What?
Good eye, mate.
It sounds like good day, mate, but I said good eye, might. If I want to sound like Australian, I'd be like, good day, mate.
You did it wrong because you said mate.
Good day, mate.
A's become eyes.
No, but this is my Australian accent, mate. Good day, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Sorry. Flicking.
What if you thought I was Australian?
We all want to know one thing. Your opinion's what we need. So Kaylin, get on that mic and flick the bean.
Oh, Kaylin, flick the bean.
Respect all women.
Beanie will flick.
Today,
You're Bud.
today, today I will be reviewing The King's Man.
I saw this over the weekend.
I'm thinking of reading the wiki.
I think you can watch this one, Chris.
All right.
This one is Chris approved. It's available on HBO Max, so it's easy to stream. It was originally scheduled to release in November 2019.
Oh, what happened?
It got pushed back so far that it didn't come out in theaters until December.
Ooh.
December of
This
2021.
past December.
Yeah.
Wow, they held it for that long?
Yeah, it had 8 proposed release date changes over 2 years.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign, but there was a global pandemic.
Well,
that
not
happened.
in,
There
not in
was?
November of 2019.
No, but it got pushed like once or twice, and then a pandemic happened. I'm
See,
sure
that's
that's where
why
the
you
other
don't-
6 came from.
That's why you don't push movies. You
Movies
never
get
know.
pushed all the time, but not 8 times.
That's
Played
too
for
many.
like 45 days in the theater, then went to digital platforms. It was written and directed by Matthew Vaughn, who did the 2 Kingsman movies, the previous ones. He also did X-Men First Class, which was a great X-Men
My
movie.
favorite X-Men movie.
Favorite X-Men movie.
My favorite one.
It's a very, very good one.
Yeah.
It stars Ralph Fiennes and Jimon Hunsu.
No?
It's Ray.
It's Ralph.
Uh-oh.
It's Ray.
It's Ralph or Ray?
Ralph Fiennes.
It's Ray.
Both people exist, right?
Yeah. They're brothers.
You're incorrect.
Ralph.
It's how it's spelled. It's not how it's pronounced.
Wait.
It's spelled R-A-L-P-F, and it's pronounced Ray.
That's right.
Matt, if you're...
Fucking read a book, you guys. Read a goddamn book.
No
Read
way.
a wiki.
He spells his name Ralph and it's pronounced Ray?
That's right.
I've been calling him Ralph
I've been calling
since
him Ralph my
he was,
entire life.
I know,
He
I'm
was
trying
the
to help you
butler in
guys.
Richie Rich. Like, are you serious?
I'm 100% serious. He does have a brother, but his brother's name is Joseph. So, not to be confused, okay?
There's no Ray? There's no third one? Is that... I can't believe that. I refuse to believe it. I'm sorry. This is misinformation. Go, keep
No,
going.
it's
Go.
not. I'm looking at it. He's right.
What?
Wow.
Why?
Why?
How?
Why?
Who?
Why? Why?
All right, go ahead.
Well, he stars in the movie along with this one. I'm not gonna get right. Jimon Hunsu.
That sounds right.
Jaimin
Hansa.
Jamin Hansu.
Jamin
Well,
Hansa.
it's French, I
Read a
believe.
book, Matt.
That's Gary. That's Gary's line. I just like to repurpose it.
You know him from Gladiator and Blood Diamond.
Amistad much?
You missed what? The Fast and Furious. Isn't he on one of those movies, Gary?
I don't think you starred much, bro.
I feel like he was in one of those. Or The Rock and Jason Statham. Wasn't he in that one?
Yes, I think he
I
might.
haven't seen that one.
I feel
You
like
haven't
he's
seen
in
that
one
one?
of those.
Check that one.
But
out.
yeah, I do like him. Yeah, he's menacing.
Yes. The movie is a.
Is he a good guy?
Yes, he is a good guy.
Took you too long to think
And he
about
ki- and he
it.
kicks
Feels like
ass.
there's a twist.
Well, there might be. It's 131 minutes long.
Too long.
It's got a 42% with the critics on Rotten Tomatoes,
That's no good.
but an 80% with the audience.
I like that then.
So this is a prequel to the 2 other Kingsman movies. Kingsman: The Secret Service that came out in 2014 was, I think we could all agree, a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just King's Man singular.
is The King's
This is
Man,
before.
yes.
Yeah. They reproduce.
Yeah, the first one is totally original, incredibly stylized. Everyone loved it. I was not a fan of the sequel.
It was okay.
It wasn't bad. It was just like too much.
Those mechanical dogs were
Yes.
fucked out.
yeah, the robot dogs.
That says a
was not
lot.
Great.
Just saying.
Yeah, so 2 felt like overkill.
Did Boston Dynamics have a stake in the movie or something? Is that the robot
Dude,
dogs or
those are
was
those
they CGI?
They were CGI, but
Boston Dynamics is freaky.
based
robot
on
dogs.
what they're doing.
Okay.
So I wasn't not interested in this movie at all. It kind of killed it for me after the second one. So I just, I
Yeah,
had no
don't
interest
even
in
want
watching
to watch a prequel.
Yeah, don't even care. And then, but there it goes on HBO Max, and I needed something to watch.
There
so
it goes.
I thought I'd give it a try. And so this film takes place over the course of World War One, and the movie takes some very fun liberties with historical events and characters.
I'm okay with that.
It also took out what I didn't like from the second one, which was just too much. The robot dogs, the gadgets, it was just way too much. And I think they did a great job because it just simplified the movie. So it was all refreshing that it was more simplified in that aspect, but like the fun, stylized aspect of it was still there. So I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this movie. And it was also very shocking. They did some...
That's pronounced Ray.
That is also very
Yeah.
shocking, yeah. I was very surprised by how far they took things in this movie, and I was very happy that they did. I'm very glad it exceeded my expectations and made me interested in the Kingsman series again. It is flickable, and I just went with the audience, 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
So they,
It is fun. It's a fun movie.
Did they cross the acceptable norms line? Like I remember the first Kingsman ended with the Princess of Sweden saying that the dude could fuck her in the ass.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's how they fucking. So they did more of that stuff.
No, it's different.
Different shocking, yes.
Okay.
But still fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right. I might
I mean,
watch
8
it
out of
now.
10. Clickable.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's-
What do you need to know?
You're not going to have a bad time watching it.
Yeah,
it's a fun ass
Cans
movie.
are pretty harsh on his movies, so 8 out of 10 ain't
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, I will. I think I will check this out. All right. Well, great job, Kalen.
Thank you.
I imagine that in the focus group for the first Kingsman, when they show it to the people in the theater and see what they think, 95% of them thought that Swedish princess joke at the end was like, fuck yeah, dude. Great way to end the movie. Mm-hmm. And
Certainly
this
bad.
time, they probably did it 4 times, 5 times.
I'm sorry, what did they do 4 or 5 times?
I don't know. Stretch it out. Cross that line.
Yeah.
Right.
So it happens often.
Stretch the limits.
Not necessarily.
Not what you're talking about. What you're talking about is like the extreme throwaway at the end. I wouldn't even say there is one of those in this movie.
Okay.
But it's they use the Kingsman style in a way that is pleasing, given that it is at a time where a lot of stuff hasn't been invented yet.
I also understand that I took the energy out of the room when I said the words "fuck her in the ass," and I want to apologize for that.
That is like
I'll try to think of new ways to say it next time.
that's a good
Yeah.
way to deflate any room. So, nice job, Todd.
That's a big butt.
All right.
Boner time.
All right. Well, why don't we get our plugs in GTFO? I'll start over in the distance there to Kaylin. Kaylin, what would you like to plug after such a great Flick in the Bean seggy?
We've got to plug our Patreon. That's where you're normally going to hear me.
Yes.
Otherwise, I probably won't be here.
And outros?
And outros, but more importantly, me.
Outros are really good.
Outros pretty tight, I'm just saying.
Especially my outro. So there you go.
Yeah, take it.
I don't know. I started watching a great documentary yesterday that Matt told me about called The Rescue on Disney Plus, which is about those.
Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
Yeah, it's making up.
It's about all those boys that were trapped in that cave in Thailand and the rescue efforts to save
I
them.
thought that was
I've
in
fa-
Chile. That was in Thailand?
It was in Thailand.
Oh, the miners were in Chile.
Soccer team, right?
Yeah.
I
That's
haven't
right.
finished it yet.
It was
so
Thailand.
I'll probably do a review of it in the future. But so
Probably
far,
not
so
going to
good.
reveal if they're Chilean at the end of the movie. I feel like you would have known by now.
That's a shot.
We don't
Dude,
know.
I
We
saw
don't
those
know.
videos,
the whole
man.
time it was in Chile. It
They
wasn't in
sent a
Thailand.
whole bunch of shit down to these kids, dude. They were Chilean the whole time, bro.
You never look,
They
man.
were
and
fully Chilean.
and these
They
things
were
are
the
always
opposite of
unfolding, like
Chilean.
the jinx. Like
Sure, you
yeah,
never
in
know.
real time, it just changed. We could find out tomorrow.
They sent him a bunch of weed,
Yeah.
a couple edibles.
Now, Matt, I called you a film nerd
That's not far off.
on the Patreon.
Yes, I remember.
Isn't there a major motion picture based on that story that just got pushed out like 9 months to be in the heart of Oscar season because it's testing through the roof?
Interesting. I have not heard that, but I would believe it.
I believe that's true. It's hard for me to imagine I made that
Well,
up.
this is the movie that Kaelin's talking about is a documentary from the same team that made Free Solo, which
yeah.
was an amazing movie.
It is
about
incredible
pivoting.
the footage
Yeah.
in that. well, in both of them, but especially the rescue. I'm still perplexed at how they got some of the shots that they did.
It's
Wow.
that Asian guy from Free Solo.
Yeah,
Isn't that
maybe.
who made it?
Yeah, it's the same doc.
He's like a
same
climber.
doc guy.
Dude, Free Solo is awesome.
Yeah,
So.
it's supposed to be. I like to recommend movies to Kaylin that I haven't seen before because I trust the Bean Scale
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. Oh, so you're using him
Even
as
today,
a
I saw
litmus
something else
test?
today.
Yeah.
I saw some like horror comedy that's like 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just literally saw the name and I just sent it to Kaylin. I'm like, you should watch this. Tell me if it's good. Like, here's 80% Rotten Tomatoes. Come on, try it out.
There was
Yeah.
another horror movie that I watched recently, and I came back and I said, Matt,
Yeah,
don't
skip
watch
it.
Yeah, skip
Start-
it.
Wow.
I'm gonna start assigning you stuff to watch.
Yeah,
you
me
should.
too. I'm going to assign you stuff to read.
Have you
on
guys not
Wiki.
been doing this for years? Have you not noticed that like 7 out of his 10 Bean Scale reviews have been Matt told me about this movie?
Oh, that's true.
Hey, when
point.
something is recommended to me, I watch it.
All right. Well, I appreciate that you actually had a thing to plug today.
Hey,
So a few things.
remind me of the name of that movie you told me to watch because I tried to find it the other day on Hulu. and-
Riders
Riders
of
of
Justice.
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 Riders of
Fucking
Justice.
Hulu's UI is they
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
revamped it. It's still terrible.
Yeah.
It's
I
still-
Adjust-
can't
it-
figure it out.
I just got an email today that it's approved on the Plex.
There
So
you-
I'll be getting into it this weekend.
There you go.
Boom. The secret plexing that Dawson has. Gary, what do
Yeah?
you got?
Healthy disposition for the world.
Other than that,
Since when?
Let's say, yeah, exactly.
what moment? What time code?
Find a few. No, support us via our Patreon, please. For now, it is the only way to support this show. We're working on some stuff on the back end. Maybe have more ways to support the show soon. But we love you guys, and we have fun with all the Patreon stuff. We were just talking the other day about how we're going to fit in the movie night and the meetup because it's all kind of around Chris's wedding and bachelor party. But we'll figure it out, and we always deliver on that stuff. So thank you guys so much for your support. We love you.
Boom, boom. Doss, how about you?
Shit, I'll bring the Roadcaster out to the pool day after the wedding
Yeah.
and fucking put it up in a cabana.
Should we
I
track?
got a power supply.
Yeah.
We can do that for next month's thing.
So
If Jen sees one microphone at that wedding, I'm just kidding.
Labs, baby. Labs. We'll get some of those labs like they use on the real world. They look like necklaces, you know? It'd be awesome.
I'm kidding. It's not
I'm
work when
gonna do
You're
two
not
plugs. First plug is be kind.
That's good.
I like
Rewind.
that.
We all
Here's the
need
other
to hear
one.
this, and we all need, especially
Yes.
me. We need to. I need to be kind.
It's funny
Be
that he
kind.
says it after that joke where I come out of Jen's dress.
That's pretty good though. I mean, imagine how that would
I
look.
reckon that- I
That
did
would
not
look
take that
so
back.
good. It'd be like, wow, man.
It would look pretty dope if I did a knee slide
Yeah,
coming out. Yeah. All right. I agree.
right. But you aren't gonna get a running start.
Yeah.
She's just gonna lift her dress. You're gonna walk out from.
Well, you wouldn't even see the running star. I'm going to be coming out of the tunnel like a Rams game or something.
Secondly, I want to plug Reacher on Amazon, and not for the reason you thinks,
That
It's
your song
fucking
is
good.
on it.
dude. The first 5 minutes of episode 1 had me completely enthralled. Dove in completely. It took me one day to watch the first 6 episodes, and then work happened. And then it took like 4 days later. I just finished it the other day. It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Nick Santora.
Yes.
It's written well. They got picked up for another season.
Boom.
They're going to get picked up for more than
there's
just
gonna be a
another
lot.
season.
It's so good. There's so many books. And dude,
They broke
this,
Amazon's streaming record, too.
This Reacher guy, he is the fucking hero that we all really
Need.
want to be.
Yeah.
Fucking quiet, subdued, fucking smart ass, massive.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, that man didn't do it for me.
It's
but Reacher
really
might.
funny, really good, really, really, really well written, and I'm fucking happy about it.
All right. I'm pumped. And once again, Dawson's in episode 5. So yeah, whatever. But
I'm hanging off a transistor radio on a fishing bucket,
still, that's awesome, dude.
but it's still
It's
Yeah.
something.
it's,
But
still,
it's-
else is.
something. It's awesome.
It's a real nice gentleman who's listening to your music.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not cantankerous at all.
No, it's actually kind of perfect
Yeah.
that the guy in the thing is like,
I immediately was
"Fuck
like,
you."
yeah, that guy should be listening to Dawson's
yeah, you know
album.
what? That makes perfect sense.
So sick. All right, Reacher. And Matt, what do you got?
You can follow me on Twitter at MattFondelier, and I'll also throw a plug out to thecaviarfarm.com. Mentioned them a couple weeks ago, but over the weekend had some friends over who had never tried caviar before, and it was amazing, and they loved it. And for anyone out there listening, if you've never had caviar before, Try it out. Damn good. TheCaviarFarm.com.
TheCaviarFarm.com. Quite delicious. Super delicious, actually. Big fan myself. And as for me, just subscribe to Patreon. Be kind. I'm just going to piggyback on everybody's plugs here today. So thank you so much to everybody for listening, supporting the show. We'll see you later this week. We love you. Goodbye.